G'day guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Hardcore Minecraft, where we try to build a D&D creation from one of my old D&D campaigns. So we've been pretty busy off camera. I've been building the tower further, but I've also been working on our villager market. So what we're going to do now is, because we've got our mending villager here, we need to fill these other ones up with more villagers. So I'm hoping to have enchanting on this side and then farmers on this side so that we've got emerald trades. So next after that, what we have to do now is make ourselves a little village breeder. That way we can fill these up, and then if we lock in a trade but we don't need it anymore, we can release the villager into the wild and pop a new one into his spot. So I think I've got majority of what I need for the build, for this side anyway. I don't have the stuff needed for that side, but I'm going to do this side on camera, and then I'll do that side off camera. And then hopefully by the end of this episode, we'll have this entire merchant market filled out. So we'll jump straight into it. Now, this design that I'm using is from Impulse SV. I've watched a video on it. I hope I remember exactly what to do. If I don't, we'll just wing it. We'll see what happens. But it seems like it's pretty efficient. That's also why I've got this little runway here, so that we can release them into this area, put a job block down so they connect to it, and then take these two out, and they should just walk straight in. And then at night time we can come in, close this up, and they're locked in. So fingers crossed that works. So let's jump into it. The other thing we will have to do, actually, before I jump into it, is go and get our villagers from over there, bring them across, and somehow get them in here so that it works. So let's see what happens. So I'm pretty sure the way it works is that we have our villagers, our two breeding villagers, standing on top of this pillar here. And then we have can't jump up on there, of course not. We have a fake block there, not a fake block, but a false block. It's not what I wanted to do. And our trapdoors. So if we put our trapdoors like, how am I going to do this? So with all them closed, we can remove our middle block and this block and that one, and then place some slabs on top of this so that our babies don't get out. Whoop. And now all we really have to do is get our villagers in there. So I'm kind of wondering, I've got a little bit of glass left over. I'm wondering whether I want to secure this more. What have we got? We've got some spruce, and I just got rid of my crafting table. So I'm wondering if we want to secure this more and enclose it. So maybe give it a bit of a... because we don't want anything happening to the villagers. So if I put it like that... yeah. And then cover this in glass, maybe? But then the other thing is... it's not a bad idea, actually. What we might do... it sucks that I haven't got Silk Touch yet, because I'm going to be breaking some glass, and this stuff's valuable to me at this point in time. So what if we were to instead of having this glass here, that hurts. Put a... Oh, again, think before you put your glass. If we were to have the glass like this, and then we could put a door in here, that way we could open the door. What do you guys think? And then if we put slabs here, they can't get out. Although I don't like that. They can't get out, but they can still fall in. But the question is, does it look alright? Let's go and have a look from the front. It's a little bit messy, but it's not too bad. But we also want to cover this up. We can't cover that part up. That's all right. I'm not too fussed. As long as nothing can shoot them from outside. We'll be lighting this area up eventually anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll go to sleep. How does that look? Does it look alright? I missed a bit. I missed a bit. The beds. Of course I did. The beds need to go... Oh no. The beds need to go underneath. So... Alright, I'm going to fix this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I fixed it. I think. So we've got the beds in there now, down the bottom. The villagers sit in this part here, and they can't get out. I don't think they can anyway. They can sleep on the beds, which means because they've got a bed, they can breed, I think. And then with that, the babies will fall into this room here, which we forgot to glass the back of, which is fine. I did waste a lot of glass. So they'll fall into this room here, which we might not even glass. We might just... And I lost my axe. That's all right, I'll make a new one. This is a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. So if we put that there like that, it's a little bit cramped behind here now. Oh no. And then knock these two out. We can put two doors here. The babies drop down from there into here, and we can then maneuver them around. I'm hoping that the babies don't lock onto the job blocks before the people that I want do. That shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright, we'll test it out anyway. So we'll go and get ourselves some mine tracks so that we can drop them in there. We'll get our villagers from... I don't know what happened there. My hand just went nuts. We'll get some villagers from over that village. We only need 2 for now. We'll bring them over, and we will see how we go. Alright, I'm going to do that then. So we have our little track set up. Hopefully this works. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So our idea is that we get him by boat, bring him across, transfer them from boat onto minecart track, and then the minecart should take them up to here, where we can then pop the minecart and leave our little buddy in here. Hopefully. So, let's go across this village. Oh, I don't even have a boat. Where did my boat go? I used one to get our mending friend. Okay, let's make an axe, because I don't even have an axe. I really need to get onto these tools. Let's make an axe. It's going to have to be a iron axe. And we'll get this wood for a boat. We'll just chop down this little fella here. He's done. Bye-bye. Thank you for your help. And make ourselves our boat. And let's go and get a friend. Alrighty, so it's working. It's finished. It doesn't look exactly the same as what the design I was going for looked like, but it's finished and it is working. So we have started putting our enchanters in. We just need one more on this side, and then we'll make a little trail across to here and make another breeder right here. It's a little bit tight behind, so it's one block away. I don't know whether I like that. I might extend this out, I might not. Because I noticed that you can stand on the top there and open up the doors and the little babbies get out. So it might be enough. Might be enough for now. Yeah. So like I said, I've broken a lot of glass. I'm relatively sad that I don't have Silk Touch so that I can keep this glass, but I'm going to have to go and get some more sand so that we can do this one over here. It looks a little bit blocky at the moment, so I will eventually do something with that to make it look a little bit better. But for the moment, it's doing its job, and I don't know whether we're going to leave it there. I don't know. Once we get our trades that we want, so we've got mending, we probably want Silk Touch, protection, and unbreaking. Maybe we won't get. Maybe we'll get Silk Touch and then replace the Silk Touch with efficiency. That may be a good idea. But now all we got to do is get our farmers, get our farm set up, and this little marketplace should be up and running. I'm really enjoying how it looks. It's come together quite well. Like I said, it's still a little bit blocky, but we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. I don't know what my plan is just yet, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make this village breeder and put the farming villages in, and I'll be right back. Alright, so after so much time messing around, I ended up scrapping the original design because I just could not get it to work. I played around with a whole bunch of different things, I just could not get them to actually breed. At one point, they were just swapping food amongst each other like they are doing right now, but they weren't breeding. So at another point, they were having the love hearts come up, and then they were having the anger symbols come up. So I'm not 100% sure. So we ended up changing it to just a traditional style breeding area. So we got the two main villages. We got little Babby there. We got a couple of beds. So we only need. What do we need? We need 1, 2, 3 more. I did start another one over here, which did work for 2. But that wasn't working past that either. So yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into it. I do want to try and make one. Maybe I read up a little bit online and they said they sometimes when they're within a trading area, they can mess up. So I don't know. We'll just see. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with this, actually. It's not looking too bad. I'm thinking over here we might... I've put half slabs, but we might even put like a little crafting area in here. So, I don't know, crafting bench, some barrels and whatnot. And then No, 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 no. What I was going to do is I'm thinking about putting a zero tick sugarcane farm here, one that could be turned on and off. So when we come to do our trades, we can turn it on, get some sugarcane for these guys. If they sell the paper, if they buy the paper, we can then sell it for our emerald. So that's just another bit of currency that we can get in. Otherwise, I'm not minding it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Needs a little bit more decoration, but this is just the foundations. We're just laying down the foundation so far. So I have spent so much time on that, more than I care to admit. More than I care to admit. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a quick build lapse to finish off the session over at our castle, which I think is starting to look pretty good. Starting to look pretty good. So what I plan to do is I want to decorate this main room in here. So I've got my granite to mark the edges of what I want to do. I kind of want it to come out and then slowly move up into like a bit of a curve, and then hopefully edge the windows with some wood, some nice wood. I just got to figure out what color I want to use, what kind of wood I would like to use for that. And then we've started our little top up there. I don't exactly know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to incorporate some stairs as well. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with the little build laps. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.
Alright guys, so I guess I'm just gonna use this time during the build laps to tell you a little bit about the D&D world. I'm not too sure whether you're interested or not, but if you are watching my video, I'm assuming that you're happy to have a listen. So basically, the D&D world that I'm using to create my little area within Minecraft was an old campaign that we used to play probably about a year ago. It was made up for the specific D&D campaign. So this little area here is called Sorrenti. It's made up of the main castle, and then past the castle, it sort of runs in tiers downwards. So the second tier would be I think I've explained this before. The second tier is the sort of market district that houses all the stalls, the blacksmiths, the armorers, the guild halls, the inns, all that sort of stuff. So I'm really keen to actually get that going. Past that is sort of like the housing district. So it's got the main area of residents, sorry, and then it's also got like a little bit of a slum area. The slum area is actually quite large, so that's going to be a really interesting part of the build. Past that, there are a number of different forests and farm areas around this general vicinity, as well as an inn that's sort of the center for all of the sort of thieves guild stuff. So like bounty boards and contracts, and people go there when they need, I don't know, asylum maybe, or like they need to hide away. It's not on the actual road. So that should be pretty cool to make. We're going to begin with just Sorrenti in the surroundings there. If I can make it past that and we get our shulker boxes and kill our ender dragon and whatnot, I am hoping to continue past that and start building some of the other cities, but I don't know how long we're going to last, especially given my combat record in Minecraft, which is terrible. So I thought I'd just give a little bit of a brief overlook of what the kingdom may look like and how it's sort of set up. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm really enjoying making it. There's a lot of work going into it, so hopefully it comes out with a good outcome. Otherwise, the only other thing is at the end of this clip, you'll see two different versions of this window here. One is oak planks, and the other one is, I believe, oak. What are they called? Like stumps. Just the standard wood that you get. Let me know what you think, and which one you like better. I am struggling to decide. I don't really like the oak planks. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the other one, but I'm going to let you guys have a little bit of a look and see what you like. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with the rest of the time lapse with a little bit of music from a person called DJ Nodge for Hair Chopper or Kappa. Make sure to check him out on SoundCloud. He's got some pretty cool stuff over there. And other than that, yeah, thanks for watching.